As we welcome you back to the Grand Stade de Marrakech for the second half of this match in the group of 16 at the Tai's CAF Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2020. As the different champions, D'Ivoire will dish out a masterclass attacking football to hold a 2-0 lead into the second half. As you can see, a change being made again. Coach Brahma out of Burkina Faso. And this introduction, he scored his tournament, plays his football in the United States for the Seattle Sounders, 23-year-old, playing in his first Nations Cup. And he changed. The coach did make a change before, just before half-time, bringing on Ibrahim, the defending champions that get us back underway. If you've just joined us, they are in the Côte d'Ivoire, Burkina in white, now attacking the goat to the right of your picture. Well, the Black Stars, a legend alongside me tonight, but you mentioned that they needed to change drastically for if Burkina Faso to get back in this game. They've made two to get your thoughts on the changes that they've made and what needs to be different in this sense. Have a look at this attack first. Iri, not a bad effort. Struck that well, but just on the outside of the boot, those just skews away from goal.
I mean, they need to change their game plan. The first 45 minutes have been very disappointing. 0 shot on target. The first 45 minutes, they have only one corner kick with it. So they have brought in some pace. I think they need to go all out because for now they have nothing to lose. You are down by 2 goals. What do you need to do? You need to keep attacking and create some chances. But with the defending a lot, even at the bench.
There's been so much quality on display. There's plenty. Armory, much they need. This is promising from a Burkina Faso point of view, showing a the latest 20. Mahmoud Ismail of Sudan, 38 years old, and took charge of CAF Super National. Between the pyramids and Benkani, Addis Benkani. I wonder about pyramids. The coach, Latitude, not renowned for goal scoring, just 3 goals in the past. This is his 6th appearance. You can see off balance for that one. Put it well wide.
Yeah, normally side balls you cannot control and race yourself, so it's better you just blow the ball from the danger zone.
He scored once at a Nations Cup, Latitude. Burkina Faso, they have to make sure that score the next goal in this game. Otherwise, a third, and if it is the case that Côte d'Ivoire would be out of sight. Côte d'Ivoire appearing in the 11th successive tournament, having us missed out in 2004. Beautifully done there by Wanda. Such a tricky player down that left-hand side.
Yes, it's very tricky. He has pace. We can search forward, and he have a player in front of him, Diomand, which their combination has been very instrumental in all their games.
Since the turn, only Egypt more Africa. Then Côte d'Ivoire, Egypt have reached 5, and the Côte d'Ivoire 4. Say the final, the tournament, as opposed to the grand finale. On 3 goals in this tournament, and it's list, I must tell you, that includes the likes of Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman of Nigeria. 2 players who had an interesting, shall say, encounter in their very comfortable win over Mozambique last Another player on 3-goal tournament is Mo Salah. Sent us to this Brahim Diaz of Morocco, who has scored 4 in 4. Who has scored in every period in now. What was Ashraf Hakimi show tournament has turned out to be the Brahim Diaz show, and Al-Kabi is also really stunning goals for the host nation. Speaking of the host nation, they up against Cameroon. We saw some chance here at the Grand Stade Marrakesh. Goes the way of Cote d'Ivoire. There's black 2A. Start football in at the Vallecano and stay out there until 2022 when he saw pyramids, the Egyptian money bags side that have come in as the great disruptors, winning the CAF Champions League at this. The first time that they'd reached the knockout phase. It was quite a remark. It's voted in the team of the tournament in 2017. I know this. So
I'm imagining somebody like Tashmanda looking at his experience at Bayern Leverkusen and what I've done for the national team. But it looked like all of them are struggling in the ball so easily. You can't play with such quality team and lose the ball easily like that.
This is a corner. Man, dazzling down and yes. They're not on. It's a corner. So, I think they fact Joma fouled here. It might have been a little touch. Look at this, Iago. He went down on his own.
I think he went down easily. I don't think nowadays you have to rush on the referee because of the.
I don't even think there was contact at all.
Went down easily.
I think just need to feed someone and then go down.
He was already thinking to go down.
Yeah. Referee Mahmoud is buying that one. It's a corner and under 10 minutes in. A third goal here. And it would be extremely difficult to see a way into this one for the Stallions, even as it is. Already looking difficult as it's a goal kick. When they're attacking. Yeah. I go with. And I think it's just warning him that's the second time you've done that. You do well to just link to the referee and try the challenge there on inner by was that a to deal with defense. He gets away with just a talking to fancy the next foul. He will be in the referee's book, and this is going to be a card now. Absolutely fabulous performance. No yellow card. Again, the referee keeps his cards in his pocket. Only one caution that we've seen in the game so far. It came in the first half to Adama Nagalo, who has since gone off. Meantime, our goal scorers standing over this one.
Interestingly, and now they look very petite, but when down the ball, it's difficult to take the ball from them.
Will it be Ahmad with his left? Will Diomand fancy a crack at goal? It's possible that it can be hit from there. your man with the ball in and a flick from Du. Couldn't put it on target. Shela Due, only 21 years old, has only ever scored once for Cote d'Ivoire, and that still keeps for the nation. There is the Evan Gessan is through the middle. Tatua with foul. Mr. Traore there looking on. He's already made 2 changes to try and get his side back into it. A half decent start to the half, but once again the game.
That was their lose match. They have 2 or 3 passes. That's very awful for the Burkina. Very awful performance. The ball, they've seen the ball easily. They created 0 chance.
Team time now, never been on the stages at the Cup. This opportunity here. Collected by Ev Ofi. Burkina Faso began his football career at the world famous ASEC Mimosas Academy. These days playing for Angers. An hour gone at the Grand Stade Marrakesh. Back to set up a meeting with Egypt. Lord Latiture is positive from Egypt at the court defense song. Oh, even from far range save there. And it was scared of the post, but the keeper well positioned. Also, great reflex to react to that little flick.
That's a great save. Very well.
Third time these sides are meeting, and Burkina Faso sticking for their first goal. Cote d'Ivoire. It's been an improvement from the defending champions. Man hit up an appeal in the last there's a mistake. Now with the outside of that punch just cut up before it got to Ahmad. He's turned it off yet again and showing which didn't make a mistake by retaining the lap. I think
the smallest man on the field is finishing.
He's such a slick player. He's very impressive. He's now.
Good save, eh? Beautiful save.
Very good save there from Fana. Show him that he's switched on. No, he hasn't had a deal to do. He now talks his way. Or was that for a challenge as well? Yeah, it was for a challenge. He's already picked up a yellow. Too well just to walk away from it. The bench, Georgie Minungo playing second. The kick then in the platform. In what he can make something. We can see something there. And it comes the last. Not intentional moves tonight, Ivorian defenders.
I think the now have an I think
the starter from Burkina just there. The pass put a little bit too late. But there's a good little spell there for Burkina Faso.
It's been very kid and defender, so they're not in any goods.
It's high up. Watching back here. 25 minutes, still Cote d'Ivoire. Comfortably shown. That's a free kick into the box. It's given against it. Oh, that's a yellow 47 from Mahmoud Ismail. And the foul on Georgie Minungo.
The ball first before the
is making Minungo. Cote d'Ivoire 200. He actually had a really bad infection 3, which is lined with that one, but in his left eye. The surgery couldn't say it in his eye, but it hasn't stopped him forging ahead in his career. This is an attack from a chance, maybe. Pull one back. Do that
on the side of the goalkeeper. The moment you chip the ball, you might go far away. He needs to touch.
So, one over a tipping time. It looks like it's going to be Toure, but Toure that will go dummy. The war is straight into the wall. Still have possession now to Burkina. Struggling to clear their lines here, and they've got it back to keeper. Earning here the Edmund Tapsoba of Bayern Hussein. It's been amongst the scoring. Scoring first AFCON win over Equatorial Guinea. Oh. No. It's going to be a yellow card here. Just a strong word. Once again, he is check out play to this one on the ball. Loves to run with the ball, that's it.
I mean, that's the style of play. Oh, that was a block on the player.
Yeah, that's why you have him there. Diomand with a square ball in. And guess Keshan should have done better. To turn wider. Jan Diomand. Sword wasn't far at all. Yeah, not far at all. Minutes. Time is run out for Burkina Faso. Drag themselves back into him. The entire time. That's Egypt. It's good ball. The block. But you don't push through. Latitude.
I think where the game have reached, FIs have to change. I think his men are getting tired gradually, and Burkina Faso have come again.
Stuff, yeah, taking his man on and too close to the keys. Syria did well to pass his marker. Oh, Dylan. And I think he should do well to leave the referee. Otherwise, he's going to give him some booking. Here comes more change. Burkina Faso. Captain Zamban to go from Dayo. The victim has come on to replace Yago. That is Steve Yago. Iri very well at his rest.
I mean, you need to bring above you, and somebody like Captain Traore is a very good finisher, and this is the impact game.
So now the first very top of players. He is the fastest leading goal scorer. 22 is pretty focused. Tantaure is Sunderland intermediate these days, who are going great guns in their recent flights of English for. We have been the side package of the Black Cats. Fire, who actually took over as part of justice in the match. In the tournament, what happened after that? As the guy that decided to the elder days. Kofi's Kessie. Just one way, then one. Beautiful. Popping out left side and whipping one thing. Just can't have it. The ball. Burkina Faso makes life very difficult.
Well, since they started the game, they can hold the ball, they can pass very well, and they are struggling sort of. And now Kessie, Ahmad, and Sangan.
Look, the attempting goal is it. Big difference being that the two on target. As for Kessie, snart escape 2 efforts on get for good for the
in the box position.
Don't carry for far. Jean-Philippe Crasso, who started the last against Gun, is all set to be introduced. Against that match, the first goal that last game on Ethiopians clean effort. It's been great performance from the Kusen man. and capped off with a goal. 19-year-old Bazumana Ture was plays for
This change is not have changed.
Still alive. Sensitive moment there. Change of heart. For springing Cote d'Ivoire. 40. Oh, that's for fun. It's fourth of the tournament, which would have him joined on 4 at the top of the scorers chart with Ahim Diaz. Great work again from him. Touch that out at the last moment. Did Kofi. But it's a goal. It's not gone yet. No risk. Masfai also looking to maintain his unbeaten record as Cote d'Ivoire. Asure. King of the pin and 0 to score winner against Gabon and complete a stunning comeback by the Ivorians.
Now, attacking box to he's going to of him, and he's such a wonderful player.
2019 tonight. The Ivorians really have made this their home. They've come out in numbers for game. Meanwhile, MS is preparing another change. Omar Diakite, with a very fine Mines Gabon, is being prepared to. Well, we had to have lead by the 2 goals which they scored both in the first half. It's the first time that they have half-time lead at this tournament. Of the previous 40 times when they've had a half-time lead at the Nations Cup, Cote d'Ivoire have gone on to win 34 of those matches and only twice to the other 3 matches. 2 defeats by Grun back in 1970, the playoff against Ghana back in 2000. Wugu is off. And Hussein Buddha is there. Was introduced a striker. Striker for Burkina Faso. And as they throw everything at it now in search of the equalizer. They've used up their 5 subs now. Equalizer, they'll have to pull one back first before they start thinking equalizer.
I mean, where the game have reached, this is what the coach needs to do, Brahma, to put a lot of men up front. Ivory Coast is getting a bit tired, and and let's see happen out there.
A roar, massive roar, does he's in and when he might. He has put in another super performance as a 19th. A warm cheer for us. Got a goal and taste for Mayado. And Seko for
player number 19, represented by number 6,
Nice gets a big hug from his coach. Seko Fofana will replay Ino and Diakite. Umar Diakite who's come for Hamad. It's a straight swap. Player out wide on the right hand side. A very good outing against Gabon did Umar Diakite.
One quality out, another quality in.
Yeah.
That's the team we are talking about.
It's been a most impressive day here from defending wins. That's in the quarterfinals. 7-time champions. Just rushing things a little there. But so, I guess they need to get a goal and need it soon. I knew nothing about that, but made a crucial interception. Now Toure. Bazumana Toure. Of Cameroon to Patrice Motsepe. So some of the VIPs really needs to be up. They've embraced legends of African football. A couple of tournaments amongst those in the Stairs Seduki of Mali, along with, of course, as Someone to president of Cameroon Football Association. Staying true to his and clear Brahms.
Many bad, but still there are no chances. They be able to get penetration passes and go on the flanks. They 1v1 who's to help them. At the moment they get the box off, they don't have the.
There is middle of the picture, Seydou Keita, another cap. A great skipper, Mali. Played a stunning performance for his nation. Hosted in 2002 and we went on for Barcelona amongst.
When they get to the box, the calmness, the intelligence to hold that has been very good in the second half compared to the first half we witnessed.
Well, that was the case at the last Nations Cup. It looks like Faso will bow out in the round of 16. Barring of biblical proportions, I do not see a way that they get back into this game. Oh, beautiful skill there. And his lost possession, unfortunately, kept him my Omar Diang's body between men. Willy Bolly hasn't been required. This tournament has try on his way to win number 6 in the match in Chad. They've outplayed them, they've outdanced them in the stands, and them in the stands. That's how dominant it's been, to say, from the defending champ. Very massive route to the final. Think of it out the way they've gone up in there. It's just pure class.
And what respect it means and did very well.
Go and the making fast. They set up a bit of a grandstand finish and a goal. They're in trouble now. They've got some bending to Basumana Toure. Still going. Basumana Toure! Oh, beautiful! 2-goal matches for Basumana Toure. It's exquisite. That is just a cherry on top. Caps absolutely stunning by the defending champions.
I mean, what can you say? One quality, they were one space tricky. It's 1 against 4. The defender come and he was trying to delay, but the player was intelligent, put the ball on the face of the bar.
Runs away from Blatty, trying to run. They're looking suddenly tired, are they? They've been run to the ground. Has engineered a masterclass here this evening. Take a bow. MX5 side setting up a meeting with Egypt, and surely that is game, set and match. Minute and a half of regulation to go. Cote d'Ivoire heading to quarterfinals. For the first time as being champion. 2 golden battles. What a goal. Oh, they get backing off him. It'll sting. Will be hit by the Ivorian brothers the next 4 years. This has been as emphatic a performance as I've seen from anyone in time.
I mean, they have really, they have a strong squad. Their bench is very strong. Whoever comes in can change. And they have pace. It's 4 against 1. Wanted to block. In the on this first post.
Worth another look. Over and over again. Basumana Toure bamboozled. Oh, goal.
I think Kofi was thinking that he was about to beat him on the road.
The element of eyes. And as I said, that's all for the straight track. And yeah, Fofana. When the hose came off, I could have disaster because it could have come up upright and hit back into the net. But they want more information. And I fear that's all it would be at this stage for Burkina Faso. Defending in his own small box at the cap. 4 minutes being played here. Still they keep trying, and still nothing doing.
But at least 10 players are defending.
Yeah.
Why? Even they have a counter attack. This is a team that are well mentally tough and difficult to play with, and there are points for action.
Display. Now wind the clock. The job is done. And how? In 2009, 5-0 in a World Cup. In a match before that, they beat them 3-2 in the same qualifiers. Usman Diomande has come onto the field for the man we saw being straight on. Odilon Koshunu is replaced. My fellow center Usman Diomande of Sport, who's born in Portugal. That's fine here. He's deep inside, I can tell you. A nice experience. Different experience. Just like Conan. As Suman Ture. Kofan, fourth. All back here, fourth. The whistle you hear is from the crowd as it was blown by Burkina Faso. And intercepted for 4-5.
On the 93rd minute, they have.
I think that's what will be professionalism that they've gone about. They're firmly on the neck. Never allowed the Stallions to get out of the traps. Here comes Ross. Diakite. Shoot! That would have been.
It should be very calm.
There it is. It's a passage for the defense. You see, he'll know that he was beaten by the superiors. The state win by the champions. If the captain against all of them win, sends a scream makes all pretenders. In the depth, there's nothing but 3.
The job as he has played the defending champion to the fight against the fight to say being such a state of points today. Burkina Faso, a second man, but not even that game. They couldn't.
Not all with effort, also just show up on the 5 results, not the best, so unlucky they will, but I think.
The best, you weren't saying that to me. You were something about the defense, especially over 90 minutes. Feel, especially very clear. Defensively, Burkina Faso did not show up.
No, but most because to this quarter they were very strong, so they make it for this prove it. They were a team that were very solid, but this sort of had an amazing plan. They had the strategy well decided, and they went through this, let's say, easily.
Are they good enough to go there? Are they good enough to the first team in the Africa Cup of Nations since he did it? And they play in the next round.
I think so, purely because they sort of didn't up a test and fight back, from a real guest in the last game of the group stage. It's a big high profile, but they made it seem sort of, I wouldn't say routine, but part and parcel. They looked like they still had a couple more gears to go playing football.
The quality of the quarterfinals: Mali, Senegal, Egypt, 8 on Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Morocco, Algeria, Nigeria. Hey!
It'll be a tough one. This is what has been expected. Big games are in the quarterfinals, and it's going to be like we said earlier on that when 12-5, that's going to happen in quarterfinals.
Except this Moroccan grass, they make sure the grass coming at a view there of what's text as the defending champions now aim at 5 games of victories. They're looking like that could be a side to go on the cup. But they have to beat the 7th champion in that round. Well, didn't go their way. Cote d'Ivoire, the Mets champion. Yes.
One go that lifts the crowd. One celebrant like brother.